Alrighty. Let's go out of here. That's my neighbor back there. My neighbor right there too. Clean the plane. I've had a lot of people over the years ask me how I got into cleaning planes and aviation detailing in general and whatnot. And my start's a little different than a lot of other people's. I started in aviation, and so I didn't start with cars and move to aviation. I was already in it to begin with. I worked as a flight line guy, you know, fueling airplanes and whatever. And I was just asked one day if I want to clean this guy's plane, and he'd pay me 50 bucks or whatever it was. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do that. So started cleaning it and got paid, and then did it again, and had more people calling me. And you know, a couple years in, I was cleaning a good bit of planes just from people kind of at the airport I was working at seeing me doing it and asking if I could do theirs. It honestly took, I don't know, a couple years before I even started messing with cars. Just because I was only doing planes on just as side work. If I was a detailer that, you know, already did cars and I was wanting to get into planes, I mean, there's a lot you have to kind of learn on what's okay versus not okay with planes. Like, it's not difficult, but there's just a lot of things that are different, I guess. Like, you gotta learn about the pitot-static system. You gotta know how to identify that on planes. Like Cirrus's, they got these things called weeping wings, and it's basically little tiny holes that are in the leading edge of the plane's wing, and it releases this fluid called feces. And that's it's for anti-ice. It's anti-ice fluid. It can cause it to where, you know, they're not able to release the feces fluid, and you know, it can cause ice buildup on the wing, and that's not good. So, like, there's just a lot of small things that you gotta be able to identify. But once you're able to identify the sensitive parts of an aircraft, then you're kind of, you know, it's not too much different than a car. The windows on the plane, they are not glass. They are, forget what the actual word's called, but it's kind of like a plexiglass material. If they're pressurized, then that's a whole nother kind of different thing you gotta learn about. In some aircraft, they have a coating on the windows. So there's just a lot of different things, and you gotta learn about those different things before you kind of get into it. But you can make good money doing it. With aviation detailing, it does put you into a different kind of circle. And a lot of these guys, you know, they got more money than your average person, I guess. So it's good for networking. I've been, you know, allowed to have some pretty amazing experiences through kind of connections in the aviation world. You know, I've flown in old Czechoslovakian fighter jets, fighter trainers, I guess, L-39s, whatever you want to call them, and like Hueys, and you know, all the guys I've known have helped me get my pilot's license. So it has allowed me to be more involved in the industry I want to be involved in. If you're interested in getting into the aviation industry, it is a good way to kind of get your foot in the door if you don't have any other option. I know plenty of people that, you know, they're pilots now and they start off cleaning airplanes. So I mean, if you want to get started in aviation, then it's a really good way of doing it. Coming up on the Sunny Callahan Airport here. They've been doing a lot of expanding on this airport. I started working at this airport in 2019. I worked for Continental Motors, and I worked for them until 2022, I believe. 2023. It's 2023. And it was a good job. I miss this airport a lot, but they had some new people take over the FBO, and you know, I don't know, it didn't feel right. So I changed airports, and I went down to a different airport. But I missed this airport a good bit. This was our north hangar, storage hangar, and we had a lot of overhauled engines and stuff here. You can see those boxes up there. It's our fire station. And they're redoing the fuel farm there. But these were the maintenance hangars and the avionics hangar. Somebody must have just came in the gate. Gate's open. Works for me. These are private hangars here. They're nice guys. They got some cool cars. Well, we're just going to hangar, T hangar that's just down here. State hangar. State troopers got their helicopters and planes in there. Yep, we're just gonna show up right here. Alrighty. Military is using those as like an initial training thing. Private contractor out of Pensacola. It's got those airplanes. This is the plane. Twin Comanche. It's never too terribly dirty. These guys maintain it really well. These guys have always been real nice to me. So, yeah. Guess let's get set up and get started. All right. So I usually do the belly first, so that's what I'm gonna do first. I have a citrus degreaser here. Works pretty well. Non-corrosive. It's really good. This thing does get pretty nasty underneath, so it's about the hardest part of this job. Oh. Well, it's actually not horrible. I've definitely seen it worse. So I'm pretty happy about that. He has a creeper back here that I use so I don't gotta just be laying on my back. So there's a little creeper. Now there's this thing called an arrow creeper, and it is about the best thing man has ever invented for airplanes. Basically it's like a creeper, but it moves vertically, and you can adjust it to the perfect height to where it could be a plain wing like this, and you could be sitting down or kind of like reclined, and the wing's just like right here. So you don't gotta be like sitting up or whatever, and you can move around. It's amazing, honestly. Best invention ever. But I'm gonna get set up. I got this roll of microfiber, super cheap. It's great for the belly. It's great because I can wipe up the grease and just throw them away and not care about it, because they're, I think, like 8 cents a rag or something like that. So very, very cheap, very cost effective. And I don't care about them, so I don't feel like I have to clean them, which you really don't want to clean rags that have gotten grease and whatever on them. But yeah. All right, oh yeah, it's not horrible. Definitely had worse. All right, I kind of didn't film a whole lot on the underside, but you know, we got all that, and I don't know, I'll take some pictures. I'll put some pictures up. But top side, I mean, this is the easy part. Main areas are gonna be leading edge, gonna have people touching here, might have greasy fingers. Engine cowling, definitely gonna have some greasy fingers. Spinner, prop, those are gonna be kind of like the big dirty spots. Oh, around the fuel. These have fuel doors, so around here and stuff, those are pretty dirty. All right. Well, that's it. 2 hours later, all done with the maintenance wash on the Twin Comanche. Quick little job. Definitely not too bad condition when I got here. I mean, quick, simple. It's a good, easy side job, I guess. You know, it's my weekend today, so don't like spending too much time away from the family, but I don't mind doing these jobs at all. As far as future of this channel, I don't really know what I'm doing yet, whether it's gonna be mostly cars or planes, but I'm sure it'll be a little bit of everything. I'm gonna try to record a lot of what I do and just kind of go from there. So might get some flying videos in the future. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, if y'all have any suggestions of what y'all want to see, just let me know. Make sure you subscribe so you can, you know, see what I do next, because I don't really know. But yeah, till next time. See ya.